Yeah, hi students. So wait for 2 minutes. Other students also will join. Yeah, hi students. So where are we with the previous class? So we're starting the data step, right? So as I said previously, we will look into the line by line. So what is the data step? We have some. Yeah. See here, data step always starts with the keyword data. So when you are writing the data step, what you need to do, you need to start the step with the data like this. See here, I am writing the data step here. That's why I am writing the keyword data. If you write the procedures or prop step, what you need to do, you need to start the code with the PROC. See, this is the procedure PROC. That's why I write PROC. And this is the data step, and this is the proc step. So we have two things, and options also there. That's the quite differs. And the data step consisting groups of statements is SAS language. In SAS language can read the raw data to create the SAS data sets. Data set is useful to perform data access. See here, data access, data management of purpose of the data set. So what is the purpose? Retrieving information, checking for the errors, validation, correction of source code, create a new variables, compute their values, create a new data set from existing source data set, manipulating and reshaping data, generating, printing reports. So these are the uses or purpose of the data step. So we will see the code. So this is the data step, and after the data step, after the data option, what is the thing we have? We have the data set name. So this is the data set name, where whatever we given based on the naming guidelines, we will generate the output data by this name only. I will run this example, then you will understand what is that. Where the default data stored, the by default data was stored in the work library. See, this is the data set name what we return after the data. See, this is the data option, data, And this is the data set name. If I given the data set name as my name, so we will see, we will run the code and we will see. See the library, work library. So this is the data set name. So now we are going to look into the what are the options we have with this data set name. So or what are the changes or what are the codes we will write with the data set name, we will see. So this is the proc print. When we run this code, it prints the data. See, it prints the data in the results window or output window. In the SaaS desktop version, it prints the data in the output window. This is the results window. So that's the thing. Here, data statements begins with the name with the thing called data and provides the name for the output SAS data set. So this is the name of the output SAS data set. See, this is the data and this is the name of the output SAS data set. What they are representing. See here, data set name should write according to the SAS naming rules. Based on the naming rules, what I said previously, based on the naming rules only, we will write the data set names also. What are the naming rules we have? Can anyone say what are the naming rules? Okay, even one naming rule also. Can anyone say one naming rule? Single also. One.
Names must be less than or equal to 32 character length.
Yeah. Good, good. See, we have some naming rules. What are the things? Name should be start with the underscore or alphabets. What is the alphabets? A, B, C, D. So those are the alphabets. And it should not start with the numerics. That's the first condition. And other than underscore, we cannot use any special characters. So that's the other thing. And we will use the names in between naming rules. We will use the numerics in between the name. See, DS, I write DS. I will write 1 also. Or else I will write DS1, D1, S1 like this. It will work. Means we are not starting the name with the numerics. What is the first rule? We should start the name with the alphabets or underscore. If we write the underscore here, it will work. So that's the conditions what we have. Apart from the underscore, we cannot use any other special characters. So that's the naming rules what we have. So see here, what are the options we have? Data set option. So this is when we write the options here, whatever we write here. So those are called as data set options. So those are called data set options. We will see those options. So what's the first option we have? Data set option, keep option. We have one first option is called as keep. What is the keep option? How we are going to write that thing means see, specify the variable for processing or writing to the output. If I require, see here we have five variables is there. I don't require five variables to be in the output data set. I require two variables only. I required a name and a salary only in the output data set, or else ID also. I require three variables ID, name, and salary in the output. So what we will write? We will write the keep option. This is the option. Remember that thing. So we will run the code. We will see the output. What we are getting? We are getting ID, name, and salary. So what is the keep is doing here? It was keeping the required variables only. How we are going to write the option, keep option? See, where we will open the brackets, or these are called as parentheses in the SAS language. So we will open the parentheses or brackets and keep equal to, we write the keep and equal to symbol. Then we specify the required variable names separated by the space. If we combine like this, it will think this variable as a this as a one variable. So one variable separated by the space and another variable, like those things we will write. So I required ID only in the output. What should I write? I write ID in the keep option. So I will run the code. We will see the output. See, in the output, what we are getting? We are getting ID only. Why we are getting the ID at the right side corner, right aligned, or corner or right aligned? See here, why we are getting the ID at the right aligned?
Because number should be in the right.
No, that's not the thing. See, okay. We will see the another variable. I will write name. I'm keeping the name only. See why we are getting the name at the left aligned. So when we see the attributes, see character variable. Name is the character variable. So that is also the one of the condition I said. Character variables are left aligned and numeric variables are right aligned. See, ID is the numeric variable. So that's why it was represented like 1, 2, 3. And see here, type numeric. So that's why it was right aligned. So that's the difference. I will write both the things. We will see the difference here. See here, name is the left aligned and ID is the right aligned. Why? ID is the numeric and name is the character. ID is the numeric. So that's the thing we need to remember. While seeing the alignment also, we will simply identify, okay, this ID is the numeric variable and the name is the character variable. So that's the thing here. So we seen the keep option. How we are going to write? We are going to write after the data set name, we will open the brackets. Open the brackets and keep equal to whatever the variables we require. We will write those things. And if we have one code only, we will just run the code. Okay. So what you need to do means just copy the code from the notes and paste it in the code window. Okay, and just run the code. Okay, and change the variable names here. Keep equal to, change the variable to ID, or change the variable to name, and write another variables like ID. Try with two variables, try with three variables, try with all the variables, and run the code and check the log. Every time when you run, check the log. So if you write, if you practice like this, will get the source. So we seen the keep option. So next what we have? Keep option in the set statement. See here, keep option in the set statement. What is the keep option in the set statement? See where. So, let me I'll take the same data and I'm copying here because So see, this is the data set name DS. So that data set we are using in the set statement. Set is nothing but the data already present in the SAS. So we are using that data. See, I run the code. So see the libraries and work library, default library is the work library. See, data DS is already present in our work library. I will open the DS. See, this is the DS data set. So if we want to take the data which is already present in the libraries, what we need to do, we need to write the set statement in the data step. So if we write the set and we take the data set, we write the data set name here. See, this is the DS and I am writing the data set name same as DS. I am generating the new data set called DS2. In the in the set statement, we are applying the keep option. So I want name and salary variables in the new data set in DS2 data set. See, there is no DS2 data set. If we run this code, see what we will get? We will get name and salary only. So we will see the work library. See, we get the DS2. I will open the DS2. See, in the DS2, what we have? Name and salary only. In DS, we have ID, name, sex, age, and salary is there. But in DS2, we have two variables, name and salary. So here also what you need to do, you need to check with the single variable, multiple variables. You need to change the variable names here and you need to run the code. Okay. Then observe the output and the log also. See, remember one thing, when you run the code, first of all, go to the log and check the log. See, these three nodes are common and not harmful. Means common nodes. If you get any other notes apart from these things, you need to be more cautious because you did wrong there. So that's why you will get notes or errors. These three notes, apart from these three notes, if you get anything, notes or errors or warnings, you need to be more cautious. See, we will write. We will see the log. See, we are getting the warning. What is the warning? The variable chk is in the drop, keep or rename list never been referenced. What is this warning? Means chk variable name chk not present in the input data set, DS data set. So we will see. See, this is the DS data set, right? See, there is no variable name chk. There is no variable name. So that's why it was throwing the log like this warning. See here, again we are getting the same nodes, but that nodes are common, but warning is or errors is, and apart from these nodes, we need to be more cautious. If we get anything, we need to check the code or we need to do some modifications in the code. So that's the thing we need to remember while running the code. See, in the output also, we are not getting the chk variable. We are getting name only. Why? Because there is no variable called chk in the input data set. This is the input and this is the output data set. Okay. So this is the data set options. Why can't we write here? Why we are going to write here? Why can't we write here?
Sir, can you tell me, repeat input and output data?
See, this is the output data set. Means we are outputting the data with the DS2 name. This is the data set what we are taking. DS by using the set statement. Okay. See, DS already there present in the work library or whatever the library means. If we created the library by using the libname statement, we will use the library here also. We will specify the library name and we will write the data set name. So this is the input data set, this is the output data set here in the set statement. But here we have only one input data, output data set is there only because we are giving the data here directly in the SAS. So this is the output data set here and in the set statement, whatever the data set name we write, so that is input, and whatever the data set name we write apart from the data, that is output data set. So we write here keep statement. Why can't we write here? We will see that thing. See, I'm running the code, we will see the output. See, we are getting what we write in the keep option, name and sex variable. In the output also, we are getting the name and sex variable. Okay. I want to make some changes in the ID. ID equal if ID equal to 101, 105, then ID 1 equal to 107. ID equal to 1. See here, what we return the if condition. I will tell the if condition means we are filtering the data. We write the if id equal to means we are filtering the id variable with the data 105. So what we are doing, if id equal to 105, then what I am saying, I'm creating a new variable called id1. So when the id variable contains 105, then there create a new variable and assign the data as 106 where the id variable contains 105. And what I am writing after the next is continuation. If condition along with the else condition, I am writing continuation. Else id1 equal to id means if the id contains 105 only, it replaces with the 106 in the new id variable, id1 variable, and the remaining will be same in the id1 variable. Okay. Here the thing was completed. I will run the code. We will see the output. Why we are getting the missing id and id1? Why we are missing the means? See, what we are taking in the input data set only, there is no id variable we are taking. So that's why in the log, see, variable id is uninitialized. This nodes is not common. This node should be should be more cautious with the nodes like this. See, these three nodes are common when we run the code, but this node is not common. So that's why I am saying more cautious with the node errors and warnings. Sometimes these nodes might be harmful, but remaining was not there. This was common. So in the output also, we are not getting the ID variable. Why we are not getting means, you see, while taking the data only, we are keeping these two variables only. That's why it was not writing anything with the ID and ID1 variables. So instead of writing the keep option at the set statement, if we write the keep option at the end of at the data statement, see, data set, so that might be a good option if we write here. So we will run the code again. Okay, so we will run the code and we will see the log. See, we will see the log. See, there is no log nodes here, previous nodes what we get. And in the output we will not see the ID. Why? Because in the keep option we will not specify any ID. To check the ID we will write ID1 variables to check. So we will run the code again. We will see the output. See, this is the ID. See, this is the ID1. What we return? If the ID contains 105, then only replace the data in the ID1 variable as 106. Else take remaining data as it is from the ID. That's the code what we written here. This is the condition what we written. Don't worry about this if condition or else condition. I will tell that condition. Now what we are doing looking means keep option. So instead of writing the keep option at the set statement, if we write the keep option here, it might be a good. We will write here also. If we required anything, if we required any changes in the options which variables which is not present, we need to add that variable name and we need to do those changes. So instead of writing here keep option, here might be the good option. Okay. So next what we have keep option in the in-file statement. You will see this option in the desktop version because the info what are the data we are picking from the output source, it will not work in the SaaS studio. So that's the thing what we will see the example here. CH is here. There is no statement output the output file. This is the thing. This is also the thing. 70 names access all the images on. Okay, we will pick this example and see name, sex, age, child. Okay. See here what we what we are doing. We are taking the data from the external file, txt file, not from the data directly entering the data or from the data which is already exist in our source data set. Previously we entered the data directly and we seen the data which is already exist in the source. Now we are writing the keep option in the date in the in-file statement. Means we are taking the data from the external source here. So I will run the code. We will see the output. Okay, that is the place here. The data was DS. What is the file we have? What is the data we have? We have ID, name, sex, age, and salary we have. These are the variables we have in our txt file. But what we are getting name and salary. Why we are getting those things means we write the keep option in the here. So what it means, we will apply the keep option in the in-file statement also, or while we are getting the data from the external source, we will apply the keep option there also. So that's the thing what we need to remember here. Okay. Next, keep option in the proc import procedure. While importing the data also, we will apply the keep option. Example data set sequence. See here, this is the example what I have. So I am taking this data set and I'm keeping the variables which is required in this step also. So see here, I will write the double quotes next to this thing. Height width. Patient ID. See, we need to close the Excel file while importing the import cancel. Okay. See, now the import was data D triple one data set was successfully created. Now the import was done. We will see the data set. See, I am getting patient and height only. So in the Excel file, what are the data we have? So this is the data what we have. Patient is there, gender is there, age is there, height is there, weight variables are. So these are the variables what we have in the Excel file. So while importing the Excel file also, we are writing the keep option and we are keeping the required variables only. So that is the thing or that is the object what we need to remember here. While importing the data by using the proc import or while importing the data by using the infile statement, we will apply the keep option also. So that's the thing. See, in the while writing the infile statement, we write the data step and we will write the keep option there. And here out equal to work dot. So this is the output data set name. The work dot was not needed. See, this is the output data set name. Here we will write the keep option. Why we write here means this is the data set option. Keep is the data set option. So here we are writing the data set option. So that's why we are writing besides the data set, we are writing that option. So that is called as data set option. So in those things also keep option will work. So that's the concept what we need to remember. Okay. So after the keep option, what we have the drop option is there. What is the drop option? It's quite opposite to the keep option. See, we have the drop option. It is quite opposite to the drop keep option. See, if we want to keep the variables, we will write the keep option. What is the drop? If we want to drop the variables, we will write the drop option. You see the example. This thing here. How we should write the drop? Open the brackets. DROP same like keep. DROP equal to variable names. I need to drop age and salary. I don't require these two things. That's why I am dropping those things from the data. See, when we run the code, we are not getting those variables. See, remaining ID, name, and sex variables are getting. Remaining age and salary variables are dropped. Why? Because we write the drop option and we write the those two variables in the drop option. That's why those two variables are not outputted in the output data set. Okay. It's quite opposite to the keep option. So we have one condition where we will use the keep option. where we will use the drop option. Can anyone have any guess regarding that thing? Where we will use the keep and where we will use the drop option? See, if I have 100 variables, so in those 100 variables, I need to keep 90 variables. I need 90 variables in the output data set. What we will write?
Drop.
Yeah. So that is one example. If I have 100 variables, I need 10 variables only. Remaining 90 variables not required. So in those cases, what we will write?
Keep.
Yeah, that's correct. So that's the scenario. Based on the requirement, we will use a drop or keep. Both are quite opposite. If we write the keep, it keeps the variables what we specified. If we write the drop, it drops the variables what we specified. So that's the thing. Like the keep, we have the same things in the drop also. We will see the drop option in the infile statement. So drop. We will see that those things. Data set is open. See, now the data was imported. We will see the ID sex age is there, but name and salary is not there. Why? Because we dropped those things. So this is the drop option in the infile statement. Likewise, drop option in the proc import procedure. See, apart from the height and patient, what we are getting, gender we are getting, age we are getting, weight we are getting. We did not get the height and patient. See, we are not getting height and patient. We are getting remaining gender, age and weight. So that's the option keep. That's the option drop. Okay, we see in the keep and the drop option. So next what we have? We have the rename option is there. What is the rename option? So like the keep, what you need to do? You need to copy this code from the notes and paste it in the code page and run the code, check and change the variables here. Change the drop variables. Write the one variable, write two variables, write three variables. So practice like those things. Then you will get an idea. Okay, how we should write the drop and what is the drop, how we are going to write the variable names. All those things you will get when you practice only those things you will get. Okay. So next what we have rename option is there. What is the rename option? Anyone having, yeah, Sakshi?
Can you please explain what is infile data line?
I did not hear your voice clearly.
Sir, can you please explain what is infile data line?
What is
Infile data line, second line you write in that code.
infile?
Infile data lines.
Infile
book.
data. This one.
No, that one. Second line you that example
Okay, this one and this one, right?
108.
08. Yeah, okay. See, what is the infile? Don't worry. we are so we are dealing with this line. I am telling clearly in the when we are dealing with this line. Okay, I will tell this line now. So what is the in file? In file, what are the file we are taking? So that is called as in file. So here what we are representing data lines. So when we taking the data directly into the source, see here I am entering the data directly. So that's why I write the data lines. So what I'm clearly telling to the SAS that I'm writing the data lines, and after the data lines I'm writing the data, take that data. So where I'm representing means in the in-file statement I'm clearly representing data lines. So when we write the data lines, SAS will go to the data lines and it will check the data what we written here. So we are clearly telling to the SAS before going to the code, we are clearly telling that take the data which I entered in the data in the source only. Here what we are doing, we are writing the in file statement where and here we are giving the path. So SAS, before starting the code, SAS will check, go to this path and check the file and get the data from the file and output the data. So that's the in file statement here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So don't worry, we will see this line in the upcoming days. We are now dealing with the this line, first line. Then after that, this completion of this line, we will look into the this line in file line. Okay. So after the drop statement, after the drop option, we have keep option is there. See, sorry, rename option is there. What is the rename? We have already the variable names is there. So instead of writing the instead of creating the new variables, we what we need to do, we will write the rename option. We will rename the variables based on our requirement. See, client asked variable name as sdtm. I write the variable name as chk for checking purpose. I write that thing, but client asked it for the see, okay, I will write the variable name as gender, but client asked it as sex. So what we need to do, we need to create a new variable. It's not, it might be the work. So in those cases, what we will write? We will write the rename option. What is the rename? It renames the old variable name with the new variable name. It will not alter any data. It just rename the variable name what we given. So that's the rename option what we have. We will see the example here. So we are writing the same thing besides the data set name only. So see here what we are writing. So we write the rename option. We open the parenthesis and we write the rename option. We are not going to specify the rename option old variable equal to new variable directly here. Why? Because it will throw the error, because we need to open the another parenthesis, means you need to open the another brackets like this. Then we need to specify the old name equal to new name. See here, old name equal to new name. N number of names we will rename. So see here we have the sex variable here. Sex equal to gender. So I'm going to rename the sex variable as gender. But actually in the input statement, what is the variable name I given? Sex only. So when we see the output, we will get the variable name as gender. See, we are getting the variable name as gender. Why we are getting the variable name? I just renamed the variable name as gender instead of sex. Why? Because client asked me to rename, I want the variable name as gender. So that's why instead of creating the new variable and assigning the variable data to the new variable, so I renamed the variable name as gender by using the rename option. See, it's quite different. Rename option, we need to use the two brackets. Here we need to open one bracket. After the rename equal to we need to open the another bracket, and in those brackets we need to specify the old variable name and new variable name. What happens with the multiple variables? ID equal to subject ID. So we will run the code, we will see the output. See, subject ID. Instead of the ID, what we are getting? We are getting the subject ID. So what you need to do? You need to rename variable names. See, I renamed two variables, sex and gender. Rename the remaining variables or check with the different variable, different new names. I write the gender, write whatever you want, or ID, whatever you want, patient or subject or employee ID, employee. So write those things and check from your end. Run the code and check from your end. Then you will know how to write the rename option. Then only you will know, or else you will don't get those things if you don't practice. So next what we have? We have the rename option in the set statement. Now we are going to look into the rename option in the set statement. Copy the statement. Okay. Option block important. Keep option is a drop in set statement. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So next again, we will see the rename option in the set statement. What is the set statement? The data already present in the library as a source data set. If we want to take the data, we will use the set statement. So see, I will open the DS dataset. So in this DS dataset, I have name is there and subject ID is there, gender is there, age is there, salary is there. So I want to rename the SAL into salary. SAL salary. Okay. ID subject ID as control C. Patient employee. Employee underscore ID. EMP ID. Start from EMP ID. See what I write? Just write the rename option in the set statement. Same like the in the data line statement, I am writing the rename option in the set statement. See here, employee ID and salary. It just renamed the variables in the new data set, DS2 data set. We will check the DS2 data set. See the DS2 data set. Employee ID, SL, instead of SL, what we are getting salary. See, this is the old data set. This is the new data set. So that's the thing. Okay. So next rename option in the same. infile statement and data lines, proc import. Here, here. Okay. So rename sex equal to gender, ID equal to subject. So when we run the code, okay, we need to close the data set while running the data set on the same name. See here, DS is already opened here. So that's why we need to close the data set while running the data set name again. While running the code on the data set name, see, DS. Six age. No data lines are by statement, external physical file, okay, does not correspond to the valid numbers in text file. Just throwing that. See why it was throwing the error. What is the basic rules we have? Every statement ends with the semicolon.
Semicolon.
Yeah, that's the basic rule we forgot. See, if you run the code, we're getting the data clearly. When we see the DS, now the ID was changed to subject ID and the sex was changed to gender. Likewise, here also. Required semicolon. Excel don't have a sex variable, right? Patient ID. Gender. Sex. We need to close the data set. See, patient was changed to ID and gender was changed to sex. So this is how we are going to use the rename option in file statement and rename option in proc import. So these things will not work in the SAS Studio. So go with set statement and data line statements. So practice those things from the practice those things in the SAS Studio. Then only you will know what is the drop, what is the keep, what is the rename, and the next what we have keep where option is there. So what is the where? So where is also a filtering option. So see, select observation from source data set that meet a particular condition. So it's like the filtering option. See, in DS data set, I want the subject ID one only. So what we need to write? We need to write the where condition or if condition. So when we write the where subject equal to 1, then we get this whole observation because that observation is containing subject ID as 1. Or else if I write name as Raju, where name equal to Raju, then we will get this whole observation. So second observation. So that's how where function works. It is also the filter function. So we will see the example. We'll take the previous data set and we will see the same example here. Where Like the rename option, we need to open two parentheses or two brackets. Okay. Name equal to RAM. See, I write small RAM. So we will see we will run the data, we will see the output. See, variable RAM is not in the file.work.ds. Why we are getting that thing? First of all, we are filtering the data which is character data. See, name is the character. We need to include the quotation marks for the character data while filtering. And we are given the, okay, I will give the quotation marks, quotes. Then we will see the output. See log. The data set work.ds has 0 observations on 5 variables. We are getting the note commonly. But why we are getting the 0 observations? So I will write the capital letters in the name. Oh my god. See, I write the capital letters also. We are not getting any observations. Why we are getting? So what is the condition we have? So what is the condition we have? Names or variable names are not case sensitive. Data is case sensitive. See, what is the data we have? RAM. So that is in the capital letters. But what we written? We written in the small letters. That's why we are not getting the data. We are not filtering the variable names here. We are filtering the data. So that is the condition we have in the SAS. Variable names are not case sensitive, but the data is case sensitive. We need to write the data as it is. Then only we will get the output. While filtering the data or while writing the condition based on the data. See, I write the where condition name equal to RAM in the caps. See, name NAME was in the capital letters. Here NAME was in small letters. But it filter the data. Why? Because variable names are not case sensitive. If I write small n and I write small a and capital ME, it filter the data. We will get the output also. So we will get the output also. See, we get the output. So that's the thing what we need to remember. Variable names are not case sensitive in SAS, or else dataset name also not case sensitive. See, I write the DATA in capital letters. If I write the small DATE, it will work. It will work. Or else here I write the in file in the small and L and E in capital letters and data lines and E. I write E in capitals. It will work. It will work. So what's the major thing we need to remember is SAS names are statements is not case sensitive, but the data is case sensitive. Previously we write the small RAM, but what we write now, we write the capital RAM. Given that example also, run the examples and check from your end. Instead from I give the MHI. So run from your end and check from your end. Then only you will remember those things. Okay. I will copy these notes into the chart, open your notepads and maintain one note file, because while showing the screen and noting what I said, note from the screen, it will take lot of time. So that's why what I am doing was I'm copying the notes, whatever I tell to the chart. What you need to do is you need to copy the notes from the chart into a single note file. For everyday class, you need to maintain one note file only. Means from starting classes until till the ending of the classes, you will maintain one note file. Then you will get all those things what I said. If you daily open one note file and save the note file in the things, means it will confuse you. Okay. So anyone having any questions or queries, let me know. See, I tell you how to practice. I provided you notes. And what's the next step from your end is practicing. If you don't practice, I can't do anything. While practicing, if you get anything, just ping me in the WhatsApp. If whenever I have a free time, I will look into that thing and I will respond to you. Okay. Or I will tell you clearly what the mistake you did and just rectify the mistake and run the code again. So that's the how process going on. If you don't practice, I can't do anything because you are the one who is paying and you are the one who need to know, who need to learn. And I am clearly saying there are a lot of people are there which is having the SAS certification means which is there are n number of students are there which is having the I learned the SAS certificate means I learned the SAS. If any interviewer conducted interview for those things, those students they will not qualify. Why? Because they have the certificate only, they don't have the practical knowledge. So that's why I am saying practice. Okay. Anyone having any questions or concerns, let me know, or else we will wind up the session and we will meet in the next class. No questions? Okay, then if you don't have any questions or queries, we will wind up the session and we will meet in the next class. Okay. Just practice from your end. Thank you all. Bye. Good night.